Want to hear something really deep? God removes people from your life because he heard conversations that you didn't.
I need to fight tonight.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Sit down, heavyweight on here. Sit down, better way out here. It's fun here.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man here joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1, girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. Tell him move on. Get
Oh na na na, oh na na na, oh na na, oh na na, oh na na. Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Oh na na na.
People think we are crazy diving in the icy water. Most people wouldn't even imagine dipping their toes in these frigid conditions. Why do we do this? Underneath we find peace, beauty, and unique ice formations that only our eyes are privileged to enjoy.
There is always going to be some truth behind just kidding. Knowledge behind every I don't know. Emotions behind I don't care. And pain behind every it's okay.
I never thought I'd hear those words from your tongue.
Going shark diving on the North Shore of Oahu. Beautiful day to swim with sharks. Icky is hungover. They are nervous. The water is cold. No going back. Even is being dramatic. Okay, I feel like I'm on Fear Factor. Look at those cuties. I'm about to dive in. So much fun. 10 recommend.
This spearfishing video is about giving up, or technically not giving up. Yesterday, I was in the ocean looking for food. It was raining, cold, and the visibility was horrible. I was tempted to call it a day and quit, but decided to do one last dive, which was very unfortunate for this little guy. He came so close to not being shot and eaten, but sadly, he was shot, and he was eaten. I wonder if he would have been okay with being impaled with a metal spear, grilled over a fire, eaten, and then had his very last moments turned into a TikTok video. I like to think that he would have been fine with it, as long as the video went viral. 360 no scope, 70 feet deep. I thought I smoked that noob, but apparently it wasn't a headshot and he still had some life left. So he swam into the reef to try and regenerate his health. And I was out of breath and had to swim back to the surface to farm some air. Fuck. Well played, little fish. But the plebe was still attached to my line, and so I took another breath, swam back down, and spawn killed him. Also, the graphics on this level are amazing. Yesterday, as usual, I was spearfishing in Bali. I saw some fish from the surface, took a deep breath, and dove down. One of them was a little too curious for its own good. This would turn out to be the biggest mistake of its life. Then, I let it hang there in the ocean while my friend dove down. We were hoping that the other fish in the area would be attracted to the sounds and smells of my wounded fish. And, sure enough, a great white shark came up out of nowhere and ate my dive buddy. Just kidding, he got this fish. It's called a rainbow runner. I cleaned the fish, brought it home, and took it to a restaurant on the beach. They grilled half of it for me, and instead of payment, I gave them the other half. It tasted amazing, not just because it was cooked perfectly, but because of the effort I put into catching it. Today, I'm shooting giant fish with this giant spear gun. And if there's no giant fish, I'll shoot tiny fish. And if there's no tiny fish, then my dive buddy better watch out because I am shooting something with this spear gun today. On my first dive, I saw this little turtle. But after that, I didn't see one single fish worth shooting. And unfortunately, that happens sometimes. But I really wanted to try out my new spear gun, so I shot my dive partner, took him home, grilled him, and he tasted delicious. It was almost 2 p.m., I hadn't eaten yet, and a nice big pizza was sounding delicious. I try to get most of my protein from the ocean with a spear gun. It's ethical, it's fun, and I feel like a modern-day hunter-gatherer when I do it. Some days I get cool fish, and some days I get zero fish. But I go out and try basically every day. I took a dive and saw a big school of sweet lips and drummerfish. Creeped up behind this rock, lined up my spear gun, pulled the trigger, and the fucking safety was on. By the time I flicked the safety off, the fish had spooked. Then I took a pot shot at a sweet lips, but my frustration must have clouded my vision. Okay, not off to a great start. I saw a bunch of other fish, caught one, and cooked it. The full video is on my YouTube channel. Sorry, but this video is a bit longer. The only other option I had was to do a part 2 and a part 3, but let's be honest, it's impossible to find part 2 videos on TikTok. This is what it looks like to shoot a spear gun in super slow motion. I miss a huge amount of shots with my spear guns. And the worst part is, I don't know why. So, today is day 1 of daily spear gun target practice. I go spearfishing every day, and I hit a lot of fish. But I also miss a lot of fish as well. And the only way for that to change is to practice more. So here I am. After target practice, I went into the ocean to look for actual fish, but since TikTok videos are only 1 minute long, you can watch this full episode on my YouTube channel that's linked in my profile.